Hello, hello. Welcome to Crazy E Games. We are back in Genshin Impact to continue the Archon quest, Masquerade of the Guilty. We finally know what that means now. It is because the Hydro Archon is guilty of some sort of sin that is supposed to be punished by the heavenly principles, but she has figured out a way to potentially get around the punishment, which is why it is Masquerade, to make things not what they seem. And yeah, this is the Archon Quest Chapter 4, Act 5, the Opera of the Noirceur and Blanchir section of the story quest, and it's for us to talk to Furina. Whether it be the Focalors before Neuvillette or the Furina before you, they are performing the same opera, and the final truth is hidden within. So yeah, this is what we're doing, and yeah, let's go see what's up. We shall go talk to Furina. I don't know, I really like Furina's character for some reason now, even though when she was first introduced, I thought she was like super annoying. She was like a bratty, annoying character. But now knowing her like backstory and what's going on, and kind of understanding why she acts the way she does, I don't know, I'm starting to really change my mind about her. It makes me want to pull on her banner more, maybe like try harder to force a 5-star pity or something in order to pull her. But yeah, let's talk to her. How are you doing, Furina? I'm really sorry you're in the position that you are in right now. But yeah, let's see.
Oh, who permitted you to come onto this stage? Now, I understand your admiration for my august self, but I must ask you to keep to the rules.
Furina?
All right. It is not my intent to reprimand you. There is no need to state your name. Just be off with you. Do not distract me from my performance.
It says, don't look at me, appeared, which reminded me of a boss fight in Nier Automata, which is the opposite. She screams, look at me, but the camera is locked in a way where you can't do that, which is an interesting meta kind of thing, a meta implementation of game mechanics to the narrative. Anyway, but I don't see an audience here.
Oh, do not jest. Can you not feel it?
It said, just let the stage light goes out, please, if only for 1 second.
I am Focalors. The eyes of countless Fontanians are upon me. I must, at all times, display the utmost elegance and nobility.
That way, I can become myself once again. Something's off. There's no getting through to her. Even in her hearts of hearts, she's still playing the role of the Hydro Archon. What sort of resolve must she have that even her inner self and subconscious would have such an impenetrable defense? I have to find a way. Turn off all the lights? So we gotta turn off these lights. Close.
Dear audience, the performance is experiencing a technical difficulty, but worry not. The guards shall resolve it soon enough.
This action cannot be performed during combat. Okay. Say cheese. Now. We have Zhang Li here.
Stabilize!
Yeah! Water jet! Bombs away!
I am Lee, the Traveler of Taste. And I'm here to save you, Furina.
I will have order!
Ship on up!
Oop, dead. Let's do this one. We want to blind her still. Close.
Hey, what gives?
Silence
The
without
audience
end.
is still watching me, you know. Guards? Wait, where are the guards? Guards!
Do we actually see a shadow here? Oh, we do. Now you're in a Luin-shaped shadow, Focalors. Or Furina. That's all the spotlights turned off. In Furina's heart, they must have symbolized the eyes of the people on her. Speaking of which, I think I just received some sort of signal. Was that her true voice? A ticket? When did that end up here? Either way, looks like the show is about to begin. In that case, show me how you truly feel, Furina. Scene 1. Before a mirror. Furina. Okay. Oh, we get to play out her. Oh, this is Dark Furina. Ooh, what are we looking at here? You? Wow, I'm gorgeous. Ooh.
Furina. Furina.
Who you are?
Huh? Who's that? Who's calling me? Where are you?
I'm calling you, and I'm here, on the other side of the screen.
Be not nervous. Be not afraid. I am before you. Wait a moment. You're mirror me? How can this be? Mirror you, huh? You know what? That's not bad. Let's go with that. Mirror me. What do you wish to say? The prophecy. Have you heard of it?
Mm-hmm.
What prophecy? Wait. I know. I don't know why, but it's in my head somehow. The people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain, weeping on her throne. Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away. Oh, very good. You know it well. What's going on? I can't seem to remember anything clearly. The only thing I know for sure is this prophecy. Will it really come to pass? Yes, it will. And that is why I've come to you. Disaster will come to Fontaine sooner or later. Things will develop just as the prophecy declared. There is no escaping it. But doesn't that mean everyone will die? I'm a Fontainian just like them. Will I dissolve too? Oh, don't worry. Magical meetings exist in this world precisely to give people a chance to turn things around. It is the reason why you met me today. I will tell you how to save everyone, but you may have to suffer somewhat.
Oh no, I don't like suffering.
Oh, so there's still hope after all. Goodness, you frightened me. You spoke so much and with so much certainty. As for the suffering, well, I will admit that the first thing that came to mind was, why do I have to be the one to suffer? But if the prophecy will come true, I'll also die anyway, right? So if I've already met you as my magical meeting in this world, if there were scales, with all the people of Fontaine on one side, and my pain on the other, is it not obvious where the scales should tilt? You truly are the perfect human, my ideal. I suppose this would also be the justice that belongs to you. Huh? Don't worry, it's nothing. Listen well. Fontaine has just lost its Hydro Archon. I need you to play a role, that of the new Archon.
So this is before everything has happened? This is like a long time ago then?
Play as
And she was just like recently created or something?
That's right.
Or Furina, I
You
mean.
must begin a never-ending masquerade. You must never let anyone suspect your identity. If you can keep it up, then I shall have my way of defying this prophecy. But should your identity be revealed, then all hope will be lost.
But how will I do this? A human assuming the role of a god without being exposed.
Don't worry. What you must do is not to turn yourself into a real god. You simply need to play the role of a god as humans imagine them to be. Being a human yourself, I'm sure you already know what such an entity would be like. Remember, your true challenge will not be pursuing divinity, but contending against humanity.
I'm still not sure I understand, but I'll try. I'll try to do this. So, how long am I going to have to play this role?
To accomplish this mission, you will have to stay on the stage for many, many years. You will endure and not grow old until your task ends. But I promise you, all will eventually end in a magnificent and dramatic trial, and everyone will be saved.
I wonder how the Focalors has come to this, or how did she see this future? What, did she see, like, the future somehow? Did she plan this all along? And was she, like, the one who actually got us in trouble, like Lumine and Aether in trouble, and had Lumine sent to Teyvat in order to get things in motion to happen until this point in the story?
A trial, huh? How exciting. I'll be looking forward to it.
Oh, Furina. Scene 2. A session speech. A session speech? Furina. Okay, so they're just talking about... They're giving us kind of like the rundown on her past. I have no menus or anything. I can't zoom in or out. I can only like move Furina. Wow. Can I just walk up this? Come on, Furina, just a little hop and you'd be able to go up. I mean, like, you're already phasing through it as we speak, so you're already doing the impossible. The ledge going up is just a little bit easier than what you're doing. I sit down. I sit right here.
The Maison Cardinalise has announced my accession, but this is my first time facing the people. What should I say to most appear like a god? To be honest, I still don't know. Perhaps I should first try to act natural.
Fly casual. Summon courage. Dun-dun-dun-dun.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening, and welcome to the Opera Epiclese. I'm sure you've all heard about how I have taken on the role of Hydro Archon. Indeed, I am Furina de Fontaine, your new Archon.
Appear earnest. He?
In truth, I know little about becoming a nation's new god, but it will be my honor to guide you all. As the god Focalors, the god of justice, I shall do all within my power to lead you into an age of fairness and justice.
Close politely.
Once again, thank you all for coming. If you should have any questions or suggestions, please send them to the Maison Cardinalise. The future of Fontaine will require us to work together, after all. This should do it. I thought I might stammer, but thankfully, I was able to convey my thoughts just fine.
I'm jealous.
Okay, and next.
I wish I had the ability to just speak what I have on my mind without stammering or pausing or saying, I don't know, and stuff like that.
That's the new Hydro Archon. Is this some kind of joke by the Maison? I would have thought that a being that surpasses humanity would be a bit more assertive.
Hey, did you hear that? She even told us to send her suggestions there at the end.
Shouldn't gods be all-powerful? She's being so modest. What's the difference between her and an ordinary person, then?
If you ask me, perhaps the succession didn't actually happen. She might just be a Maison-backed puppet.
Wait, what's going on? Why is everyone suspecting me of being a fake? Oh, this is bad. If I get exposed here, there'll be no saving the people from the prophecy.
So at this point, we still don't know what she was doing over the past hundreds of years to try and prevent the prophecy, because even Neuvillette said, like, oh, we know you are worried about the prophecy and you've been trying to do things. But we still don't know what she was trying to do within her own power, I guess. Even though the Focalors was already telling her, like, as long as you play the part, everything will be okay. Maybe she wasn't too confident about that.
Right. Mirmi said that I just need to play the role of a god as humans imagine them to be.
She's gonna have to start, like, fighting people.
Calm down, Furina. Think. What do the people want? How would they imagine a god to speak and act?
Silence! You may not question my authority. Off with his head!
Assertive, with a strong sense of presence. One who can dispel all doubt. That is the character I'm fated to play. Oh, very good, my people. Only ones such as you are deserving of my rule. Now, I was wondering if some weak puppet were to one day come onto the stage and claim ownership of this opera house, would the children of Fontaine follow them? Well, it seems that you would all see right through them. Having passed my test, you are qualified to witness wondrous trials alongside my august self, here in this opera house. You may consider my previous act a door gift of sorts. I thought it was a debut that suited the atmosphere.
She embodies the, I shall get us out of this with my acting.
Now then, let us be reintroduced.
Ah, so that was just a performance. How could I have forgotten that we were inside an opera house?
A personality? It's quite shocking, to be honest, but I suppose it's a better look than before.
Such a fascinating and bold deity. How wonderful! Our future may yet be bright after all.
It seems I've turned them around. Best follow this flow and restart my accession speech.
Summon courage, resolutely with conviction.
My dear people, whether you acknowledge me or not, whether you trust me or nay, I say to you, keep faith in your ardor for justice.
I wonder if what would happen if I just chose summon courage again. Would that have led to this again? And everyone's like, why is she being so weird?
We have heard it said that this nation's sins can no longer be washed away. Well, I say that justice is most fragrant when it blooms amid sin.
Okay, I'm gonna choose appear earnest again just to see what happens.
No, this won't work.
Oh, okay.
They'll suspect me again. I must play the role that they want me to play.
Okay, so they just like give you, this is just for like gameplay and narrative, trying to tie that together. Like, yeah, you are the Focalors and you're purposely choosing to play it up and everything, right? That's kind of what they're getting at. Turn up the drama.
The scales of justice should not weigh heavy in the hands of its god. On one side, it must carry fairness and justice. And on the other, praise and applause. May law be the prayer on our lips. May judgment be our worship. Let us light the fires and drink to the future of Fontaine!
End the speech emphatically.
There is no trouble in this world that justice cannot solve. All that is needed is for you, my people, to believe in it, heart and soul. So long as I, the Archon Focalors, stand within the Opera Epiclese, so long as I stand before the Oratrice, I shall even judge the gods of this world!
That's so cool. Oh my gosh. It's so cool. I want her to be my best friend. Scene 3, Opera House, Furina. Oh, bedtime. I can't jump. I can't run, but I am jogging. Oh, listen. Ooh. No. I sit down. Hee. Okay, enough sitting. Listen to some music.
Lady Furina, here are today's case reports, as well as a summary of the follow-up for your perusal.
Okay.
Come now. Was I not just at the Opera House in person? Leave these kinds of things to Neuvillette. Besides, none of these trials were the one that I'm looking forward to the most.
She's been looking forward to the trial that ends all trials, essentially. The trial that puts her on the defense.
If I may be so impertinent, what kind of trial are you truly looking forward to?
A magnificent, dramatic, and wondrous trial. A trial to end all things. How could you hope to understand?
That's true. I fear I lack the ability to grasp your divine thought, Lady Archon.
No need for fright, and do not take what I said before too seriously. Go now, do your duties. The trial I await. It will come one day.
Yup. I am Furina. I like to run, hee.
Lady Furina, I don't know what to say. Thank you for agreeing to see me.
No need to thank me. Or rather, thank your own sense of perseverance instead. Long have you stood in line to meet me, have you not? Oh, I'm afraid that's just an inevitable consequence of my divine charm. All right, Deoteria, is it? How is your son's illness?
You remembered me, and you knew of my family, too. He is doing much better now. In fact, he is far more of an ardent believer than I. He was the one who forced me to seek an audience with you, and to bring your words back to him.
Oh, good. Very good. If this should happen again in the future, please do not hesitate to come and tell me. Going down to citizens' homes every so often, while not usual practice, should serve as a fine change of pace.
You're such a gentle and wise god. Thank you once again, on behalf of my son.
Okay, see you next one. Zoop, 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 zoop. Fuck's disgusting.
Lady Furina, here are the latest hydrological reports. As for the specific parameters you asked to take note of, I'm afraid things still don't look good.
I see. It's as I thought then. As your god, I did already expect this, but I wanted to see how far your human wisdom would allow you to analyze it. All manner of signs indicate that the prophecy will still come to pass. Forget it. That's not something you need to worry about right now.
Well, as I understand it, the Fontaine Research Institute is also trying to find a way to counter the rising water levels.
Really? Have they found anything?
afraid that they haven't found any effective solution thus far.
Oh, is that so? Well, no wonder. This issue has reached the realm of the gods, after all. Still, their spirit is praiseworthy.
Wee, sleepy time. It's sleepy time.
The day is finally over. I haven't had a moment to breathe this whole time. But it's good to see that everything's getting on track. There are no longer any voices of suspicion. Maybe this is fine. I just need to keep going, and everyone will be saved. All right, Furina, don't think too hard about this. You need rest. Tomorrow's a new day.
Scene 4. Opera House. Furina.
Lady Furina, here are the new trial reports for the latest cases, as well as a summary of the follow-up.
There'll be no need for that. I've seen them already. There's no need to go back over scenes I've witnessed in person before.
Lady Furina, I've waited so long for this chance to see you in this manner.
Indeed, my dear, loyal citizen. This joyous moment is an honor for us both.
Lady Furina, we're detecting significant hydrological anomalies near Poisson.
Understood. Keep monitoring. Keep me informed should anything come up at the Institute.
Okay. So she kind of have like repeating the same days over and over again.
Don't think I let anything slip today. I must show the people that there is nothing to worry about. I just don't know when these days will end.
In comes the traveler, and things get into motion.
I feel utterly exhausted. Best to rest early today, too.
Scene 5, Opera House. Furina. So every day is like more of the same. Scene 182.
Lady Furina,
Wait, what?
It's like a dream being able to speak with you up close like this. I've heard that the first member of our family who was honored to receive an audience with you was Madame Dioteria, almost 20 generations ago.
That was a long time ago.
And what a fine family yours is indeed. It brings me great joy to meet such a faithful believer. A descendant of a line most ardent.
Oh no, we don't get to see her face.
Surely you exaggerate, Lady Furina.
She's been playing this role for a very long time.
My lady?
What is it, good citizen?
You're crying. No, I'm not. Fuck you.
Are you crying?
No, I just have a eye condition right now. It's gets teary. It's just raining right now, okay?
Really now? I didn't even notice.
I just have allergies. It's spring right now, and man, those pollen just gets it just sucks, man.
This must be the overflow of hydro from my person. Well, can't quite help being the god whose dominion is the waters, can I?
Does water come out of any other orifice, Furina?
No wonder. No wonder. A manifestation of your power, then. Oh, Archon, I am honored to have witnessed it. Honored indeed.
Hundreds of years must have passed by now. Perhaps the show must go on for hundreds more. I never imagined that it would hurt so much.
This was the suffering the Focalors was talking about, right?
Have I reached my limit? No. Perhaps I reached it long ago. Today I didn't even notice my own tears. I want to tell someone, anyone, about this. But would that not destroy all I've done so far? I've conducted so many investigations across the centuries. But there's not even a sliver of hope that we might break the prophecy. All I can do is keep heart. I must maintain this act. It is the only way to save Fontaine. Please, mirror me. You have to succeed.
Furina and so 182,376. 182,376. I guess that's days?
Furina, you don't have to shoulder this burden alone. Although I don't know what you might be keeping from everyone, your people are more than willing to share your burden with you.
That's my voice! Is this scene from when we're within the giant magic box? This is great! I didn't think that this scene would replay in her inner world. Surely I'll find out what she wanted to tell me this time.
Share my burden. That's impossible. It was fated right from the start that this would be my duty alone.
Your duty.
But even if your burden doesn't need to be shared, you can still choose to confide in someone. Just share it with me. I'm what you'd call a witness.
A witness? Yes. I've heard that you came to Teyvat from beyond the stars, yes. In other words, you never belonged here.
No, I have not. No.
And if Teyvat is, in its entirety, a show on a stage, then you're just a spectator, aren't you?
I would like to be called a specter, but spectator sounds good too.
If that's the case... She's right. I could confide in her, couldn't I?
Yep, I'm not one of your citizens.
But if things don't play out as expected, the people of Fontaine will be the ones to pay the price. No, Furina. You shouldn't be selfish. But what if it's really alright? Furina, you've worked so hard for so long. Surely it would be okay to put yourself first for once. Just this once. Is it such an outrageous thing to do anyway? To find someone in whom you can confide your frustrations and sorrows? Surely it could not hurt. If you let this opportunity slip through your fingers, it might never come by again.
No, Furina, we're here for you. You can say whatever you want to us. We'll listen. Blah.
Think about it long and hard.
Dot.
No, I have nothing to say. I am Furina, the Archon of Fontaine. Everything will surely get better. All you need to do, dear spectator, is to witness my performance until the curtains fall.
No, Furina, no! I guess she's doing it for the people of Fontaine. Huge burden to shoulder.
Fine.
So even Furina doesn't know the truth? You've never once let her in on the full plan?
Yes, it had to be done. To deceive the heavenly principles, you must first deceive yourself.
What was the show? Was it Code Geass? Where, like, you erase your own memories so that people can't, like, read your mind or something like that? And, you're able to get around something, and, you, like, plan everything out so that it plays out the way you think it would play out, so that even if you lose your memories... Or was that, like, a plot to a movie of some kind? I don't remember.
She did very well. If she had let her resolve falter even once in these 5 centuries, Fontaine would have been doomed to the most tragic fate.
What was that? 1,800 or 182,000 something? Is that 500 years in days? Or okay, 500 years times 365 is 1,000 or 182,500 days, but I don't think it was a neat number like that. Maybe they included, so what's 500 divided by 4? And you add that to 182. I have a calculator out at the moment. So 182,625, I think that was close to the number. So if I added in the leap years as well, the days for the leap years, then it is the same, which suggests that Teyvat has the same rotation as Earth, and also it travels around the sun at the same time it takes for Earth. Unless they just, like, I guess they do have a day-night cycle, so, and no matter how fast, I guess, but I guess the ratio between it spinning, the planet spinning once, and spinning around the sun once is the same as Earth. Whereas, like, I think it's Venus or Mercury. I think it might be Mercury, for example. Its year is actually shorter than its day, because it takes longer for it to spin one rotation, like the planet itself to spin one rotation. It actually gets around the sun faster than it's spinning in one rotation or something like that. So its year around the sun is shorter than it takes for a day of Mercury or something like that. So Teyvat and Earth has similar properties when it comes to the amount of time it takes them for one day to occur compared to how long it takes for the planet to traverse around the sun, if that makes sense. Alright, let's get back into the game.
It seems that trusting humanity was the right decision after all.
I believe that I understand how your deception works, but that is only half the truth, is it not? How would you build on this foundation to save the people of Fontaine? That is the most important thing.
Ah, good. Of course, the Iudex of Fontaine has pinpointed the crux of the issue. I'm sure you've long sensed that the Oratrice is no simple machine, yes?
I've always suspected that it had its own consciousness, and Lenny did mention that he heard a human voice within the core chamber. It now seems that that person was you, hidden within the machine all along. Am I right?
Oh, so it's not a machine that always produces the right verdicts. It is just what she thinks needs to be done at the time, and that's why she sentenced Child as guilty. And that's why she sentenced Focalors, or not Focalors, Furina as guilty as a Hydro Archon, just to set things in motion. Whereas the Oratrice was originally described to us as like an infallible machine that always gets the right verdict, which coincidentally always matched Neuvillette's verdicts as well, until Child's trial became a thing. That was the first time there was disagreement.
And then I became one with the Oratrice, taking Fontaine's gnosis with me. Yes, it would seem so, wouldn't it? Alas, your understanding of this device still lacks sufficient depth. In truth, it is no enactor of justice. It is, in fact, a device created to kill the god of justice.
What? No, they're gonna kill Furina? But she has such a sad existence. But I guess she did originally say she would be willing to take on all the burden and suffering in order to save the people of Fontaine.
I beg your pardon?
So the machine is housing the Gnosis and Focalors in order to build power all these years, in order to be strong enough, in there to be enough power to actually kill a god, which is Focalors. It's actually Focalors that's gonna die, not Furina. Interesting.
Oh, you have it. And to be more precise, not only will the Oratrice take down the god of justice, it will also take down the divine throne upon which she has been placed.
So Furina isn't going to be the one who gets killed by this thing. It's the Focalors. She's been building up all this power so that a god can be killed by this machine, which is herself. She's going to kill herself in order to save the people of Fontaine, essentially.
I mean, did you think I would be the sort to enjoy peaceful repose while Furina suffered? My work over these last 500 years has been to constantly accumulate indemnitium within the Oratrice. But really, some have already discovered that only a small fraction of the energy generated by the device was ever used to provide power to Fontaine. The vast majority had to be, accumulated to enact this death sentence.
It was all a part of your plan, then? Both the trial and the sentence?
Can we just turn that around to kill that whale?
Indeed. This power, accrued over 5 centuries, could have sustained Fontainians for millennia, had it only been used for that purpose. Almost all of it has now been stored within the Oratrice. But only power of this magnitude could hope to destroy the Hydro Archon's divine throne, shaking the rules established by Celestia, and breaking through the institution that is the Seven.
So instead of letting the title of the Hydro Archon get passed through generations of Archons, like how, was it Aegel or something? Was the Hydro Archon that passed the duty down to Focalors, or Rukkhadevata down to Nahida, and I'm not really sure who came before Morax or Zhongli. And I'm actually not sure who came before Venti either. I don't think they've shown much about that. But yeah, I think it was A's twin sister who was actually the Electro Archon, who passed down the Archon powers to A after she passed away or something. Or were they both an Archon, and then one of them, but then they both like took turns being Archon. Actually, I'm not too sure how that plays out. But yeah, what they're saying, Focalors is saying right now is that she is gonna essentially just kill the Hydro Archon so that there's no more passing down. She's gonna kill the Hydro Archon position with all this power completely, so that it'll be essentially be the 6 instead of the 7. And because the 7 is something that is established by Celestia, and if you're able to break that in some way, it would kind of imply that Celestia is fallible. And yeah, it would show that Celestia isn't all powerful and everything.
So the Oratrice's call for death was for neither Furina nor Focalors, but for the Hydro Archon.
Oh, that's why she said the Hydro Archon was guilty and must be sentenced to death.
The destruction of that divine throne. If I do not misunderstand your intent, you must be...
Returning what's rightfully yours to you, of course.
Oh yeah, I think it was in the lore that Celestia stole powers from all the dragons in order to create the Archons. And where did I read this? Did I read this in a Reddit post? and maybe this isn't actually what is happening. But apparently dragons was the leading power in Teyvat, and then Celestia stole their power to create the Seven in order to combat and kind of be a check and balances for the dragons for Teyvat, and have everyone live on the planet, like, kind of not peacefully, but at least the Archons and the humans that worship them can at least fight back and defend themselves against the dragons. I guess they can coexist even if they can't, if they don't like each other. The powers between the dragon and the Archons kind of keep each other in balance without, it's like nuclear powers having nukes just to keep each other in balance or something like that. But yeah, so in this case, the Hydro Archon is going to be killed and the power will just return to the Hydro Dragon. Remember when I was playing the first couple acts of this Archon quest, and I was like, oh, wouldn't it be cool if Neuvillette is actually the true Archon, and that he's just like playing second seat to Furina just for, like, if anyone tries to attack or whatever, they'll think that Furina is the Archon. I was totally wrong.
In other words, this was all done to return the authority of the Hydro Archon to the Hydro Dragon of this planet.
But...
Oh, what? Getting sad again, are we? The authority of the ancient dragons shall soon be yours once more, O Hydro Dragon Sovereign. And this is the face you make.
all you've done throughout the years is just so you can sacrifice yourself at the very end.
I've never quite seen it that way, you know. Even now, I'm quite pleased at how well my deception worked. Hydro Dragon, don't cry. I must say, had it been within my rights, I would have loved to judge the heavenly principles themselves. Were they not guilty of essentially the same crime? Egeria stole the power of the primordial sea, and the heavenly principles stole the power you ancient dragons possessed. I, for my part, am the god of justice. And is it not just that your original powers should be returned to you? Speaking of justice, I have always believed that justice lies in the process of pursuing human existence itself. So, if the theft of the primordial sea's might was Fontaine's original sin, then, leaving matters of procedural right and wrong aside, the descent of the Fontanians as humans and their right to exist in this world would be Fontaine's original justice. In other words, existence was Egeria's justice, and to me, justice is the continuation of that existence. Defying the prophecy and ensuring that Fontaine's people shall live on, that should be the justice enthroned over all others. At this point, we, whether it be myself or all other Fontanians, have shouldered the burden of this sin for far too long. Iudex Neuvillette, the highest judge in our land, when you regain your full power as an elemental sovereign, what verdict shall you pass upon us?
So when I was invited to the court of Fontaine to serve as Iudex, I see now that that was your idea too. At last, I now understand the true purpose behind this position. In the beginning, I was uninterested in human existence. But these 5 centuries of living alongside them have gradually brought about mutual understanding between us. And I have even attempted to feel as they feel.
Yeah, and you even took on the form of a human, too.
You are a devious one, Focalors. Things being as they are, surely you know that I could never declare them to be guilty.
Ooh. We get a cutscene.
The hour of my execution is almost here. For the sinner, the curtain call has come. I know I may not sound it, but faced with death, I find myself a little afraid. Perhaps this is one thing both gods and humans have in common. Farewell, Neuvillette. I hope you've enjoyed the part you played these 500 years.
It's like the story of like the Sword of Damocles or whatever. Kind of like parallels to people knowing that they're gonna die, and doesn't matter what the final thing is. Oh no, her hat fell down. It matters what you do with your life, kind of thing. Doesn't matter the result, it's the matter of how you go about achieving it. All his powers is returning to him. Interesting. How are things gonna proceed now? Wait, she gets some of the powers? Does she actually become like super powerful now then? Thank you, Furina, for all you've done. From this moment on, you're free. Please live happily as a human, just as I wished we would. Oh, her hat didn't fall down. Oh no, it's raining really hard. So is he able to fight the whale now? To save everyone?
I, Iudex Neuvillette, hereby declare, people of Fontaine, your sins are forgiven.
Ooh.
What just happened? Has the death sentence been carried out?
Was that bright light some sort of misdirection? I have a feeling that something huge just happened.
Oh, interesting. Does that mean the whale would still want to eat all the primordial seawater?
But since we're all still alive and haven't been dissolved, I assume whatever happened was good for us.
It's time to end this. We must mete out punishment to that beast.
Oh, okay. So we're dealing with this now.
Didn't you say just a moment ago that it can't be defeated?
But now I am 100% dragon powered up.
I have gained the strength sufficient to deal with it. Through certain means, I now have the ability to separate the power of the primordial sea from that creature. We should seize the opportunity to pursue our quarry.
You obtained power? Just now?
Traveler, now that the oratories can no longer function, I require an executor to help me mete out justice.
You mean me?
The root of the calamities befalling Fontaine. The beast that enacts the prophecy. Its name is the all-devouring narwhal. Come with me, traveler. The hour of execution has come.
Okay. Paimon, the best travel companion ever. Oh, we jump right into it, it looks like. So do we jump into that, like, portal then? That was ripped open? This is like some Elden Ring shit.
We're going to execute it? But how are we going to do that? It's huge!
It's huge! And we're tiny.
I've already done my best to separate the power of the primordial sea from the way. Considering the size of the beast, I cannot reach the power source. Unless we can find a way to attack it from within.
Okay.
We shall share a part of the ancient dragon's power. We shall look for an opening together.
Oh, we get dragon power infusion? Oh, I'm actually doing damage to it.
I can feel its sorrow turning into hostility.
Can you jump on it?
Say cheese!
Destroy the Isle of Melson to attract the what? Oh, we got a different Archon here.
The all-devouring narwhal cannot resist its instinct to devour. Continue to trigger its hostility.
Closer.
Chance will present itself.
I barely did any damage to it. Oh no, it's Lord Jabu Jabu all over again. All devouring narwhal. There's a dude. Oh, ooh, ooh. Hey. Oh, the music is like crazy.
Stabilize.
Zhang Li, so reliable.
Over here! Go!
I have granted you my protection. Do not fear. Seize the moment and use my power to suppress its root from within.
What is his power we're talking about? I am barely doing any damage to him.
Smile!
Behind him. Staying visitor from the far side of the Sea of Stars. So is he an alien?
Go! Wipe out!
Uh-oh. Switch.
Solidify!
I need Charlotte to get her elementals first.
Hard-hitting exclusive!
Yeah, this is order.
That was weird. Now punch it in the face. Isn't Tartaglia supposed to be in there? Whoa, hello. Yeah, this is the character I was talking about in a previous video. She doesn't look like a Genshin Impact character. She looks like she might be from like Honkai Star Rail or something like that. Wow, she's beautiful though. You gotta fight her?
Thanks for helping with the cleanup. It should have been my job, but oh well.
Is she like a whatever of the heavenly principle, one of the heavenly principle, applier of the heavenly principle or something? One of the goddesses, the unknown goddess that like took away our brother and sent us here. Is she like one of them?
It was just supposed to be a short private training session for me. I didn't think that my disciple and my master's pet would start brawling in the meantime.
Okay, so some crazy stuff outside of what's happening within Teyvat is occurring, and we're getting a taste of it.
Well, actually, I had a feeling that it would happen at some point, but they bumped into one another earlier than I thought. What a blunder. I suppose I'll have to swing my sword 3 million times as penance.
Oh no. She looks like she kind of has the same dress as Lumine, actually. Like a little bit similar, maybe just a little shorter. Disciple, your master's pet?
That power. Who are you exactly?
I am Iron Man.
Paimon has an idea. From what she said earlier, she must be Child's master. Skirk, right? It's just that he gave us the impression that she was the less talkative person.
I simply did not have anything to say to the weak. But you, on the other hand, managed to defeat the all-devouring narwhal without using power from beyond this world.
What? Power from beyond this world?
So you may speak to me as equals.
What sort of person would take the all-devouring narwhal as a pet?
I have to agree. It's a strange use of a planet's primordial waters just to raise an all-devouring narwhal. That kind of power is wasted on it. It's not cooperative. It eats too much. And I have more important things to do with my time than pet sitting. The only thing that creature has going for it is its looks.
Wait, what?
All in all, it fails as a pet.
Is Paimon a whatever thing?
Miss Skirk? I think you might have missed the point.
The point being?
Well, being that this pet almost destroyed an entire nation. So what sort of person is your master? Well, Child's master's master.
Child's grandmaster.
Wait, is that right?
Whoa, her legs have this cool effect. I like looking at them.
Oh, right. So you don't know him. Sorry, I assumed you did. His name is Sertologi.
I said, what? Who? Is he the gods in Honkai Star Rail? They had a name, which escapes me at the moment. Who?
I am unfamiliar with that name.
Huh. So Master is insufficiently famous. How should I describe him then? Have you heard of the name The Foul?
Nope.
The Foul?
I heard of Foul Legacy, which is Tartaglia's super delusion form.
Still nothing? Well, how about the Visionary? Vetterfulnir then? Or Gold Rhindaughter?
We heard of Rhindaughter. She created Elks. What's his name? Why do I remember his fake name and not his real name? Albedo.
Ooh, that one we've heard. Rhindaughter's part of the Hexen Circle. She's Albedo's mom, right?
Oh, so you do know that name. To be honest, I also heard all of those names and titles from my master. I don't actually know them either. But I suppose you understand now, yes? My master is likely a similar sort to Rhindaughter. They are both pursuing some form of perfection.
Wait, didn't you also mention a visionary person? Paimon didn't quite catch their name.
Actually, never mind that. I believe it expedient to inform you that the all-devouring narwhal used up nearly all its strength fighting you.
Now it's gonna go cry.
Such roiling hydro energies will prove difficult for the planet's deep seas to digest. As such, the fontaine back on the surface has most likely been thrown into chaos. In other words, the prophecy that you've been fretting over should now be in full swing.
What?
No! There's little to be surprised about, Paimon. There's little to be surprised. It is natural, after all. The prophecy will surely come true. We knew this and accepted it. However...
Not to worry. Focalors has already managed to deceive the heavenly principles.
In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only Furina will remain, weeping on her throne.
Ooh!
Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away.
But then we know Wisely is building an ark, right? Whoa, is this Wind Waker all of a sudden?
Hey! Help! Over here!
Don't run them over. You can't stop both that easily. Unless they have some like crazy technology, I guess. Navia. Is it the black pearl? Yeah, that's the arc essentially. Oh, it flies. I thought it was just gonna be a boat.
All hands, initiate emergency rescue.
The Risley boat that we saw for like a second.
Hurry!
Those things could have been grabbing like platforms, so for people to stand on. Reminate. 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 Hey, you know dying.
Look! The water's receding!
This flood isn't because of the primordial sea waters then. That's why they're all not like dissolving. This is just regular water. Does the narwhal drink all the primordial sea or something?
It's a miracle!
Water's receding.
We didn't dissolve. The prophecy was wrong. The prophecy was wrong.
Yeah, everything is wet. All the trees and grass and everything is gonna die. They all been drowned. Furina!
Are you alright?
Yeah.
We're saved. The prophecy was wrong.
The soul renewed. The Spirit Divasula attacks post-disaster rebuilding. I recently visited Poisson to meet with Miss Navia, spokesperson of the Spirit Divasula, and we spoke about Poisson's present and future. Old soil can still give birth to new bloom, Miss Navia stated. Hope is like seeing a small cookie when you're starving late at night. You just need a little of it. Skyship Winglet, lunar brain of the Fontaine Research Institute.
Do we get to like see where that is in the distance now? Now that we've gone past this? It'll be cool if we see it just like floating in the distance, even if we can't actually get to it to explore it.
The various disputes that have arisen on account of Mr. Edwin have suddenly become a shield over the Institute, with Jurier turning out to be a once overlooked hidden gem. People always call the first researcher mad, but few know what to call the second. And should that latter person achieve a miracle, they would find it all the harder to find a word with which to classify him and his team. Wow! Paimon barely recognizes the people in the reports. Are those really Jurier and Navia? They sound like real big shots.
Juryu and I guess there was a lady were the people researching on how to get that boat afloat right in the Fortress of Mirapede that was working under Risley. They might have been real big shots from the start. We just didn't meet them in that capacity.
What do you think? Pretty enthralling, huh? The Steambird's idea was pretty simple. With the disaster just having passed, we would print a free edition packed to the margins with good news to calm people down. The value for these big scoops lies in their inevitable follow-ups. We'll publish further reports and go into the stories behind those people. Edwin's assistant, Jurier, created a true flying ship, while Navia is leading people in the reconstruction of their home. I'm sure that these stories could draw even your well-traveled eye.
The articles do make me curious about how things will play out.
Hyman's curious too! Wait a minute. Didn't we watch everything happen from start to finish? What's there to be curious about?
And that's exactly why I'd like you to come conduct interviews with me. You're the best incubators of news, if you haven't noticed. And also, with you around, I'm sure I'll get to see that Duke. Oh, this time will be different. Come on! Let's head to Poisson first, and then make a trip to the fortress. There are some things you'll only know when you get there.
So why did it end up flooding anyway? Is it because, you know how they said the Hydro Dragon, whenever it cries, it's because the Hydro Dragon is sad? Is it because the Hydro Dragon got all of his powers back and he felt really sad about the people of Fontaine, that it just rained so hard that it flooded the place? So it's not actually like primordial water being released, and that's why none of these people are dissolved? Is that what's going on? Oh, there's still more left. Go to Poisson. I think I'm going to end things here, and I'll do this ending stuff in the next one, even though I feel like the climax of this whole Archon quest has kind of come and passed. The next video will probably be pretty boring. Everything will be the falling action side of things, and wrapping up anything. Hopefully we'll get some more answers in this part. That's what I'll be looking forward to. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hope to see you in the next one. We will wrap things up, finish the story, and yeah, I gotta go now. Goodbye.